Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to check in on the High Republic. Or as they like to say it, the High Republic.
I almost said, do we have to? But okay.
Howdy ho, guys,
Yes,
the High Republic.
High Republic.
I kind of like it when she says it that way.
Really?
It doesn't sound very Star Wars.
It annoys me. It's like the High Republic.
The High Republic. Yeah, so we're going to talk about the High Republic and whether or not it is taking off the way that Lucasfilm had hoped. I don't think it is, looking at these video numbers.
Oh, but they're going to tell you it's the bestest ever and that they have record sales and they're kicking everybody's ass.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that too, and how the first book dropped off the New York Times bestseller list completely after only 2 weeks.
I guess they ran out of money to prop it up. Sorry.
And I don't know what's going to happen with the comic. They made a big deal about selling 100,000 or 200,000 copies. A lot of people are going to pick it up because they promote it very heavily, but then you look at Berserker with Keanu Reeves.
What did issue 2 do?
I don't know yet.
What did issue 3 do? Issue 1 is always going to do well.
Yep.
Keanu Reeves still kicked your ass because it's kind of
three times over.
Keanu Reeves. But
Three times over. Keanu Reeves sold 600,000 Berserker comics through Boom, and Marvel moved 200,000 Star Wars #1s. So yeah, we're gonna talk about this, and we're gonna talk about the high strangeness around people associated with Lucasfilm and how they really have a hate on. They really have a hate on for some of us that cover Star Wars in a not so luminous light.
Luminous light, nice.
Yeah. So before we get, I know I have my moments. I do have my moments. Before we get into it, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We're over 175,000 subs. Thank you for your support.
Yeah.
And first we're gonna have Exhibit A here. This is the official Star Wars YouTube channel with 3.5 million subscribers, and a nice piece of header art featuring The Mandalorian.
That's what people want.
And a bunch of High Republic videos. They're the new uploads, and the average views on most of these, 28,000, 34,000, 26,000, 30,000, 25,000. And the first episode of the High Republic show has 100,000. We're going to get back to that in a moment. I'm just gonna show you just Clownfish TV. Again, we only have 175,000 subs. Our videos, similar numbers, 28,000, 38,000, 34,000, 37, 22, 34, 35. Something is very, very not right. When you've got a channel that's Star Wars, a household name, international phenomenon, 3.5 million subscribers, and they're pulling the numbers that a YouTube channel that has a fraction of that.
Well, it's interesting. Go down and see if they have any videos about the Mandalorians, the numbers on anything really involving. Oh, look, here we go.
A Bad Batch, 1.6 million views. Andor.
Exclusive look behind the scenes, Empire, Strikes Back, whatever, Dave Filoni talks, Animals, 137,000. Season 2 recap says The Mandalorian, 327,000. Do you see how there's a little bit of a discrepancy here?
Yeah.
40 years of The Empire Strikes Back behind the scenes, 319,000.
Yeah, but anything that's outside of The Mandalorian or the original trilogy or anything Filoni's doing doesn't really seem to be gaining a lot of traction. And, again, when you've got a channel that has 3.5 million subscribers, every video you put out should be a 6-figure video. And the thing is you start looking at these videos and you start looking at the numbers, you're seeing a lot of people are coming in just to downvote. 2.4 thousand upvotes to 1.2 thousand downvotes. That's not a good ratio, guys. That is not a good ratio. And it's all about the High Republic now. Now, the controversy here has been the High Republic show with Christina.
It hasn't been the show. It was
Christina
with
Ariel.
Her. Yeah, it wasn't the show.
They made a big deal of defending her, even though she made some comments. You know the deal. She made some comments last year that were resurfaced about white people. Didn't go over very well. StarWars.com, the Star Wars Twitter account tripled down on defending her.
But yet they let Gina Carano get attacked all the time. However, her outfit, her shirt or dress is very cute.
There, you said something nice.
It is cute. It's super cute. I like it.
I'm actually surprised they didn't go with the cliche, like, oh my god, she's going to have an R2-D2 print or something.
I kind of like that they didn't.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to the point. Your outfit is cute. I like your outfit.
The point here being that, yeah, it got over 100,000 views because a lot of people checked in just to downvote it. 6.3 thousand upvotes, 4.6 thousand downvotes.
I like the top comment.
Top comment, long live Luke Skywalker, go Favreau and Filoni. Where's Luke? More Mandalorian and Luke. We don't want progress-splaining the High Republic. Luke Skywalker is Star Wars.
They're going to let this stuff up.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Looks like the comments aren't being deleted at light speed anymore.
Oh, they were, apparently.
All those dislikes have been removed.
So there was a bunch of dislikes, and they're gone.
Yep.
And they had to put new dislikes.
If you haven't read the books yet, newsflash, that's a lot of people. You know, it's a shame to turn a fabulous adventure saga into a political vindication of SJW stuff, I guess. Let Legends come back, George Lucas come back, Mandalorian come back. Can't wait to see what happens next in The Mandalorian and more Luke.
Basically, it's not going the way that they thought. Because if you believe the idea that there are two factions at Lucasfilm, one being the group that is behind the High Republic and Lucasfilm Story Group, the other being the ones that are doing things a lot of people are interested in, like The Mandalorian, and the new stuff that way, which is like Favreau and Filoni, then, you know, and you're always hearing from one side, not the other. So if you believe that, then this kind of further, I think, highlights the situation.
Yeah. Now, Bounding in the Comics, they did put an article up. They talked about the numbers. I'm going to tell you, you know, as YouTubers ourselves, these are the kinds of numbers we pull on average, and our channel is a fraction of the size.
And we'll get those numbers in like a day. This took like a week.
Yeah, we actually, I'm disappointed. Personally, I am disappointed if a video doesn't hit 25,000 views in the first day. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we hit that in a few hours. Okay, again, our channel, only 175,000 subs versus freaking Star Wars, 3.5 million. Okay, why do they hate channels like ours? Because it makes them look really, really bad.
That's right.
It makes them look very bad.
But this further, illustrates that people are not into this High Republic thing. But beyond, it was an uphill battle to begin with, guys, as we've said before, because of all the people that like Star Wars shows and movies, many of them do not read the supplemental material.
No.
And I'm sorry, these little still shot things that they're just moving, panning the camera around and not animation. They're not interesting people. You can do them to the day the cows come home. People aren't interested in this. I don't know what else to tell you.
Yeah, it's not. And this was supposed to be the next big thing for Star Wars. I knew
it was never going to be just because of what it was.
Like the launch trailer last year when they did the preview for it, it got all kinds of buzz and everything. People thought they were going to announce another movie trilogy or something, and it turned out
it's the format. The format's killing them for one.
Yeah. They're like, oh, hey guys, it's just a bunch of tie-in books with a bunch of characters you don't care anything about.
I'm sure Jen does not do one of my favors either, but the majority of the problem is the format.
Yeah, and people just are not.
And then the attitude.
There's a lot of that too. We're getting there, but just to again, the big talking point for a while was the High Republic was killing it on the New York Times bestseller.
Allegedly killing it.
Yeah,
we'll say allegedly because I don't believe it.
No. So it debuted at number 2 at the end of January. Okay.
Not number 1?
No, not number 1. It was Bridgerton. Bridgerton got number 1.
That I can see.
So then we go a week later. End of January, we're down to number 10.
Is Bridgerton still at the top?
Yes, it is. So then we're going to the first week of February.
Still at the top.
Bridgerton's still at the top, and the High Republic is not even on the top 15. It's gone. So 2 weeks, boom, boom.
A lot of the same books. Oh, it got bumped out. A lot of the same books have been moving up or staying in the top for like weeks.
Yeah.
And it just moves out until it's gone.
Yeah. Well, we had a new James Patterson book come out. So that's going to be a big deal, right? Yeah. So it's not going well. I don't think it's going well. There's a lot of talk. We talked about it before about the Jedi. Now, apparently they seem to be all into the idea of one-night stands.
Yeah, apparently.
The Jedi can have sex as long as they don't get emotionally attached to the people they're having sex with.
When you were younger, did you focus on that and think about that all the time? Like, I wonder if a Jedi are sleeping with people. That never crossed my mind.
Yes, but that's what these shippers think about. Like, does Yoda fuck? What's it like when he fucks?
Please stop. Sorry, Mom. I can't use those 2 words.
I'm going to write a story about that. And then I'm going to make some artwork, too, with hot Yoda.
Don't use the other word. I can't put those 2 together in my mind. It literally breaks me. Not in a good way.
Your ass I will smack, yes.
No, stop.
Your daddy, I am. All right. Just as long as he doesn't feel anything for Yaddle or whoever he's,
Or that sheep.
That sheep. So Anakin's sin wasn't that he was showing his lightsaber to Padme. It was that he got emotionally attached to Padme. God forbid he should have just loved her and left her.
That's right. Or she never loved her at all. He should have just used her and left her.
I'm just using your body because that's the way of the Jedi. Just use your body. Because, you, Padme, Senator Amidala, former Queen Amidala, you are just a sperm dumpster to me. That is what the Jedi are teaching us. That's not a Sith thing. You'd think that would be a Sith thing. One night stands and all that. But so that is going on in the High Republic. They're literally having conversations in a Star Wars book. They're having conversations about the sex lives of Jedi. Mm-hmm. That's not Star Wars.
That's how you strengthen your hands to hold your lightsaber. You have to take it into your own hands. There you go.
Force grip.
That's part of the training.
That's part of...
that's everybody's favorite part of the training. Anyway.
You have a choice. You can move those rocks, or you can move your own rocks. Choose wisely. Whichever path... this was not in the Jedi training manual. This is not something that, anybody cares about other than Tumblr fanfic writers and shippers and people who have entirely too much free time. But they do have a conversation into the dark book about the sex lives of Jedi and what they can and can't do.
Mm-hmm. Now you know. Information you probably never wanted to know. But now you know. So
that's not going to help this.
The more you know.
Yeah, this is not going to. And the thing is that what they're doing is they're intermingling all this stuff together. So they have these adult. Intermingling. Their juices are flowing together here, like the Force. It's flowing like a river because there's a lot going on. So the High Republic, they've got their adult books, they got their young adult books, and then they've got their children's books. So
I hope they're not talking about this in the children's novel.
That's what I'm hoping. Well,
no, I'm sure they're not.
If people actually buy these outside of librarians, if actual people actually buy these books and their kids are like, oh, I like that young adult graphic novel or whatever, and
it wasn't a young adult graphic novel, wasn't it? Was it an adult one? Or
I think an adult one. But,
okay, thank God.
But like you go give your kid an IDW comic or something, and they read it, and they're like, okay, I like this High Republic thing. Hypothetically speaking, some kid actually likes the High Republic.
I mean, it's possible.
It's a stretch.
And they're allowed to.
They're allowed to. So then mom and dad go to the store and they're like, oh, more High Republic. Let's pick this book up.
The High Republic.
More High Republic. So then they take the High Republic home and the kid cracks it up. It's like, wow, Mom, the Jedi have sex. They're not allowed to get attached. I'm gonna do that too.
I don't know. No, I did think people like, oh, the kids won't read that. Want to bet? When I was a kid, I was an advanced reader. I was reading like college level books when I was like in 5th grade, in 6th grade. So I was always reading way ahead of my level.
Nobody gives a shit about who the Jedi are screwing except for the people that are writing the High Republic. And look, I'm sorry, nobody gives a shit about the High Republic. The books are dropping off a cliff already. There's not a lot of buzz, and people are basically watching the YouTube videos just to downvote them. Mm-hmm. That's not a good sign. We saw this with Marvel too when they tried the cooking shows and garbage.
But to be fair, people do that all the time though on YouTube. I mean, if we're being fair, but it seems like there's more of a concerted effort.
3.5 million subs, and even with all the trolls coming in and downvote, I'm using air quotes here, the trolls coming in downvoting, you're only pulling 26,000 views in a week, 34,000 views in 5 days on the Star Wars, verified Star Wars channel with 3.5 million subscribers? That is fucking pathetic.
And some of them, bad. And some of them, like the first one they put up with that Vernestra, or whatever, it's 104,000 now. But they have promoted the hell out of it in all different places and trying to get bloggers to cover it and stuff too.
They had on all these media outlets, they're embedding the video. So you got to realize like a lot of the plays on that, beyond the people, coming in just to downvote it or leaving a nasty comment or whatever. A lot of those plays are because it was on Polygon or something and people were watching it,
And sometimes they autoplay.
Sometimes they autoplay.
So, there's all that.
So there's a lot of, high strangeness around the High Republic. But what did they put as the header on the official channel? They put The Mandalorian. So speaking of high strangeness.
Oh, yeah, this one.
This came to, surprisingly, look what's trending again. Fire Gina Carano. Again.
What now?
Because she said some more somethings. I don't know. It's what is it? Wednesday?
Well, I told you guys about the other day when I was on a thread about the WandaVision on Disney Plus, and this chick showed up and she was trying to turn it into hashtag fire Gina Carano, hashtag fire Rosario Dawson. And then when people asked her why Rosario Dawson, well, she what she did to that trans person. And then I brought up the fact that almost all the counts were dropped.
Yeah.
There's like a couple left, and the lawyer quit because, whatever reason, lawyers don't quit when they think they can win, though, usually.
No.
And then about Gina Carano, I'm like, it's not bigotry to not put your pronouns in your bio. It's not bigotry to vote Republican. What's bigotry is when you're trying to cancel someone for voting a way you don't like or for being part of a group you don't like, by definition. And I put the definition, which if you go look it up, it'll tell you that. I copy and pasted it. And then she tried to tell me that I was uneducated. I was looking for attention. I wasn't educated. I was changing the definition, et cetera, et cetera. There was no discussion, just her, accusing me of things. And then she blocked me because,
Yeah.
I refused to discuss, as she wouldn't discuss anything, except kept telling me I was ignorant and I was uneducated and I was looking for attention. There was no discussion to be had.
Well, this whole Star Wars thing, this faction that's going on between the Mandalorian and the Gina Carano side, the Favreau and Filoni side, and the High Republic side, Story Group side, is becoming this big stan fight. Twitter stans and Twitterati. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. We found ourselves on the naughty list. This
by
is
somebody who tried to do YouTube and failed.
Yeah, by a failed YouTuber, showing how these news outlets turn into clownfish TV videos, basically, and they're using one of our
Somehow
websites.
We're at the top and the bottom.
Yeah, we're at the top of the food chain and at the bottom of the food chain.
We're a pop culture sandwich.
Okay.
He doesn't know what to say to that.
My mind's going places.
Anyway.
May or may not involve Yoda.
We are the bread in the pop culture sandwich.
We are. We're the bread.
Or the cookies.
Everyone else is between our mighty ass cheeks here. Anyway, wait, what are you talking about? Anyway. So we know there's definitely an effort to shut down YouTubers who have dissenting opinions and shut down certain websites. And it's kind of reaching peak weirdness now. I don't know what's going on, but Itchy Baka said that apparently there's a bunch of people coming after him. Now, Itchy Baka has been covering the decline of Disney Star Wars for years now.
Oh, we got this shit with She-Ra.
Oh, yeah. And he's been, they're actually trying to get him kicked off of Twitter now. But he said that it seems like Pablo Hidalgo.
Wait, so they're just... Are they all working together to try to get him canceled for even if he didn't violate anything?
I believe so.
So here's my thing. I think Twitter, if people deliberately are trying to get somebody canceled by reporting them and it's not legitimate that they violate anything, they themselves should be put in a timeout or removed for violation of...
Well, Pablo Hidalgo apparently has an alt account and has had a very keen interest in getting Itchy Baka canceled.
I think I've seen that. If it's a Wesley, I think I've seen it before.
This isn't his. Hidalgo's...
Wesley I've seen before.
Yeah, Hidalgo's is this... which one is Hidalgo's?
I don't know which one.
Aquarium Production. I'm probably blocked. I bet I'm blocked. Reopens for business. Yeah, this is at the end of December after Pablo Hidalgo was shamed fiercely by major media outlets.
Yeah, major media outlets are allowed to call it out.
Well, they called out. They were trying to call out. I think it was a Variety that was calling it out.
But YouTubers are called the exact same damn thing, are just terrible people.
Yeah. So I think there's definitely some pressure. I mean, we saw, Disney, they've been shutting down divisions again. They've got their quarterly earnings call coming up tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And we saw ahead of time, they shut down Blue Sky Studios.
They did.
And they're going to take a look at every division of the company again. And they're going to be like, who is bringing it? Who's not bringing it? Who's causing us problems? And, what's going on here? There's been a lot of drama around the High Republic. And the numbers are not there. Mm-mm. They're marketing The Mandalorian.
The people are out there causing all kinds of crap on Twitter.
Yeah.
Their social media account doesn't even recognize James Earl Jones on his birthday, but the next day talks about how, Martin Luther King Jr. was important, Dr. King was important, and his message was important, but they shrunk Finn down on the poster, and they kind of did Finn, the character of Finn and John Boyega dirty, and so much so there was a call involved with Kathleen Kennedy and everything else, but they allow people to harass Gina Carano because she doesn't put pronouns in her bio and apparently isn't allowed to have political opinion unless it's one they approve of.
Her action figure, by the way. The Cara Dune action figure on Amazon sold out, like the pre-order sold out almost immediately.
They had them in Walmart, and they had a bunch of figures in Walmart. And you know what? The Mandalorian figures were like gone. I mean, there's a couple left. She was one of the first. She was the first one gone. A couple left of the figures, and they have stacks and stacks of those adventures ones and other ones. No one wants them.
So here's what is going to happen, because Disney, they need to be very concerned about making money right now, especially after this year. They got Disney Plus, but really they gotta make money. Mandalorian's the best thing they got going for them right now, all the way around on Disney Plus. They're gonna go where the money is. If the Cara Dune stuff is selling and the Baby Yoda stuff is selling, she's probably fine. Baby Yoda's probably fine. If the High Republic books aren't selling and the videos aren't bringing any views and there doesn't seem to be a lot of interest and there's a shit ton of drama around your people every damn day, somebody's gonna say, you know what? Clean house, Cappy, or clean your desk out.
Well, here's something, because I'll tell you what. I mean, the majority of people in the world do not sit their ass on Twitter all day, as we've said repeatedly. So while you guys are on their cancel Cara Dune on Twitter, 90% of the people don't even see that.
No.
They're just like, I like the character, and they don't care if they don't want you to fire Gina Carano. You know, they don't want you. They don't care. They don't even know about it. And to them, to normal people, like most of the world. Oh, she voted differently than they want. So what? What?
Yeah. All Disney cares about at this point, unless there's something really, really egregious, is, do people like this character, are they going to buy stuff?
They clearly are.
Yeah, I joke. Disney anymore, they look at every single one of their IPs right now, and they look at it and they're like, will it action figure? Will it theme park?
Yeah.
And if it doesn't action figure and it doesn't theme park, they don't need it. Again, look at Blue Sky Studios. They're working on Nimona as Noelle Stevenson's. They're probably looking at that like, why are we going to finish this movie? We're not going to make any merchandise.
And honestly, flat out, they weren't going to make a lot on that movie.
We're not going to make any money off of it.
You can get pissed all you want.
We're not going to make toys. We need to make toys. We need to have theme park stuff. And right now, The Mandalorian's bringing it. And the story group, frankly, this is them. They're not. If they're the ones responsible for fucking up Galaxy's Edge, because we could have had original trilogy, Galaxy's Edge. They're responsible for that. You better think that there's some people taking note at Disney and being like, yeah, you know what? That should have been Tatooine. Batu, screw Batu. Should have been Tatooine.
Yeah, because Batu, no one knows it.
No. Nope. So we're going to wrap this one up.
Yep.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.